guys, before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you did not watch my How to Study for Nursing School or my How to Take Notes for Nursing School, I would highly recommend that you watch those first, as this is a 3-part series, and I feel that you would highly benefit if you watch them in order. So you want to watch the How to Study, then How to Take Notes, and then last, this one is How to Make Flashcards for Nursing School. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Now that I am completely finished with my chapter, I can go ahead and do the assignment for the chapter. In my school, we call them passports. The passport for elimination was to create an outline for the entire chapter. Now, this is how most of you will study, and there is nothing wrong with that. Again, I am just a flashcard person. I know I will eventually adapt to doing things like this, because eventually me writing flashcards is just going to be too much. I just wanted to say, even if you are an online note taker, meaning you create notes the same way that I had to create for my passport, it is totally fine. You can still use these tips and steps that I use, and instead of putting it onto flashcards, then you can just go ahead and create it inside of Microsoft Word. There is no right or wrong way to take notes. As long as it is effective for you and it's working for you, then that's all that matters. But for now, I know that's how I love to study, so that's just what I'm going to continue to do. However, this was one of my assignments. So as you can see, same thing, I am color coding. I am officially finished going through my chapter for elimination, reading, and highlighting. I know it looks super crazy, but I want you guys to pay attention to the different colors I have, how I underlined some things with pen and I didn't others. Of course, I have like little notes like this on the side, but I really want you guys to understand color coding. And I know I've talked to you guys about this before, but color coding really helps me. So as you can see, I have all of my main points in yellow, and this is one of the topics that I want to touch on. You want to outline your main points. So for instance, I have definition here. I have scope, which means like the range, normal physiological process. So I need to know, how does it work normally? I can't know what's wrong if I don't know how it works normally. Another one is variations in context, so which pretty much means what can go wrong. So in this instance, it would be incontinence, it would be retention, things like that. So I want you guys to use one color for your main like headings. And for mine, I use a yellow. Now, as you can see in pink, I have just pretty much the text. I have the body of the work. I have the meat of what I need to know in pink. And I know it looks like I pretty much highlighted my whole book, but it's okay, because once I get into my flashcards, that is when I'm going to go ahead and bullet point. Moving on, you see how I have underlined things in black in a pen, and I did not do that for everything. I only like to do that for really nice examples that really help me understand the concept, and that is things that we love, guys. Now it's time to go ahead and move on to our flashcards. Now that we've watched the audio, we went to class, and we read our textbook, it is finally time to put together our study material. So right here in the top right hand corner, I'm just putting the name of the concept, just using a black pen. And for each concept, I choose 3 colors. So for elimination, I will be using pink, orange, and blue. I am writing the heading on the front, of course, and then on the back is where my information is going to go. I am using pink to show all of my information. Orange is going to be like little side notes, maybe like an acronym to help me remember something, and blue is going to be my examples. So you can choose 3 colors from pens or however you want to do it to put together like a color combo for each concept. So on the front here, I have key terms, and then on the back, I have all of the information. And had I had any notes for my key terms, I would have used orange. So I'm just going to continue to do this through the rest of all of my headings. You guys are probably wondering why I'm writing at the very bottom of this flashcard, and if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I'll insert an arrow here, but I'll show you why, because I actually like to put pictures on my flashcards. In order for me to print stuff out, all that I do is insert the pictures into a Word document. Since my textbook is online as well, I just save the pictures into my documents, of course, on my laptop. I just place them all into a Word document, and then I print and cut them out and just tape them or glue them onto flashcards. Now, you can still do this if you do an online outline for your concept. It is a lot less work, but since I do use flashcards, this is the necessary steps I have to take. Guys, good morning. It is the next day, but I just wanted to make sure that I covered all bases on how to make effective flashcards. If you have not noticed, my flashcards outline the book. I prefer to put my flashcards in order. It literally feels like I'm reading the book, if you get what I'm saying. I learn best when things are put in chronological order. If I can learn it in order, study in order, then that really helps me. My very first flashcard for elimination is my keywords. I always start with keywords. Following keywords will be my definition, and as you can see, that's the same order that it goes in my book. So of course, keywords aren't going to be a section in the book. They're given to me by my instructor, so key terms are always first, following definition, scope, and etc. Yellow signifies all of my headings. So just like key terms has its own flashcard, definition has its own flashcards. And pink signifies all of the meat, all of the information that I need to know. Following is scope. So moving on from definition, following is scope. Scope has its own flashcard and the information on the back. Following is normal physiological process. That has its own flashcards. So if you guys see, I literally like to make my flashcards in the order that my book is going in because that helps me best. Also, everything is color coded on my flashcards as well. I told you guys I love colors. I love to color code. So pink on my flashcards are all the topics, all of the main information that I need to know. And orange signifies like extra information, little side notes, things like that. So I suggest that you pick 3 colors, again, maybe even 4 for your flashcards. It can even be the same color that you choose to use in your book as highlighting. That's why I love the gel pens, because they come with so many colors and you can make different color combinations. And I'll show you guys my flashcards from another subject where they're not going to look like this for the next subject. The next subject, I may use green, blue, yellow. I don't know. I really love color coding, and I feel like that helps. I would also highly recommend to do your flashcards in the same order that your book goes. All of my examples are in blue. I told you guys that. So you see, example is in blue. If you guys color code, it really helps your brain distinguish things. So that is it for how to make effective flashcards and how I take notes. I really hope this helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.